Since I've been getting bombarded with loads of recommendations from not only my friends but you guys as well, I've decided to speak out on a major problem that Deepwoken unfortunately has. And for a game with amazing lore, voice acting, sound effects, flowy combat system, mechanically vast and interactive, the list could go on, what problem could Deepwoken possibly suffer from? Skill gap and meta. And before you jump at my neck like some relapsing heroin addict,
You're losing to fucking animals!
please allow me to elaborate. Deepwoken, like many other renowned games, falls under a category of play on release or never touch sort of game. Just like Rust, Deepwoken's skill gap isn't limited by anything whatsoever. You could fight anybody from 100 hours to 5,000 hours of game time, which makes sense, right? It's a hardcore game after all. But precisely for such reason, it makes Deepwoken unbecoming of any player that's starting out, and regrettably for anybody who doesn't have the motivation to sit and learn the game for hours on end, the idea of learning PvP, mechanics, PvE, builds, talents, belts, enchants, equipment, bosses, on a game that literally wipes you on death is quite a tall task. Inviting a new player to learn this game with no severe amounts of babysitting is the equivalent of the Sisyphus curse. There's too much knowledge that you need to brainstorm if you want to even remotely play the game, and even if you do manage to be babysat through it, the learning curve is so wide that you'll be wiped hundreds of times while learning the game because truly, there's no better teacher than experience. The meta. I've never been a fan of games that feel the necessity to continuously add new abilities to a game or anything that throws the PvP skill into one spectrum. League of Legends being a massive headline for this problem, adding champions every few months and forcing players to know what over 160 of them do from passive to abilities and ineffectively balancing each and every single one of them, making the meta not only boring but very stale. Although, on a smaller scale, the same thing goes for Deepwoken. Certain builds have more affinity for one thing while others do not. Some are forgotten by most and some are played by everybody, forcing the player to switch from one build they may enjoy to a build they may not, simply because one thing is critically better than the other. And that's from how I've seen Deepwoken develop over the years. It looks like it went from genuine skill versus skill to who has the most cancer build. I do not happen to enjoy that. Yes, I agree. Change is good, in order to avoid having a stale game of course, but effectively changing a meta consistently and making one thing critically better than the other with no genuine way of balancing doesn't seem healthy nor enjoyable. Sometimes, some things aren't meant to make it to live servers, and balancing could become a challenge rather than a simple value change, bringing matters into the extremes of remaking or simply apathetically existing. And despite how much of an amazing game Deepwoken may be, even if most pros outweigh the cons, for me and many others, these two reasons right here are more than enough to keep us at bay from ever stepping foot into the game.
I can't play. My eye is so itchy, bro. Oh.